One of the most terrifying things to ever be in is in a car crash. Now imagine losing all forms of balance, all protection, just you, your vehicle, and the open air. Now, in this speech, I'm going to explain to you how the rules of motorcycle safety are more in depth than the rules that a regular car driver, a machinery driver would have to interfere with. Reasons to be safe on the road. Well, there's a lot of reasons to be safe on the road. One could easily be the safety of other drivers and yourself. Another one can make it as the traffic's going to move smoothly, it's going to make it more efficient, and everybody's going to get there where they need to go on time. Safe driving brings rewards. A lot of insurance plans comes with the new Safe Driver Rewards plan. And just keeping everything safe on the road, keeping it moving, makes for easier purpose and makes for easier time. And we all know the feeling when you're 16 years old, you get your first license. It's a little terrifying just getting on the road with nobody else in the car with you. Now, take that into effect where it's just one person by himself, two wheels, and that's all his transportation. It easily could take just a little bump and he could go all over the road. And that's what it is when you're driving a motorcycle. Now, how to drive safely on a motorcycle. You know, you always come to a full stop, make sure you're always looking ahead, but there's a few more that are in depth that a few people haven't really noticed. A good thing to always think is to drive invisible. Drive like nobody can see you. That way you're always aware of your surroundings, that way you're always paying attention to the road. You know, you always gotta watch out for the other person. That's the biggest thing that I've heard just getting a new motorcycle, that it might not be your fault, but you know nowadays everybody's on their phones, everybody's not paying attention to the road, and it easily could just take 1 second flip and then you're on the road, you're on the side. And you know, make a safe driving plan. If you really don't know where to go, make sure you kind of plan it out ahead of time. Use your GPS, don't try to just wing it, and make sure the road condition and the weathers are fair in order for your bike. You know, practice safety. You know, always have your gear on, make sure you come to your complete stops, look around every now and then, just make sure you're riding well. Well, how can we drive safe and what could go wrong? You know, more importantly, death. That's one of the biggest things that can happen, and that comes with anything that we do nowadays. It could easily come in just a second. It could be a minor inconvenience on your part, or a driver not paying attention and rear ends you, and then that's it. You know, damage to the vehicle. That's another problem. A lot of people pay really good money for their cars, and they put a lot of time and effort into making them, make sure they run well. And you're just gonna ruin all that from not paying attention, not knowing these rules of being safe on the road. You know, your injury. Again, the same thing that goes with the death. Even if you don't kill yourself, you could break a leg, break an arm, break something where you're not able to work, not able to function, not able to go anywhere. You're just kind of stuck at the house, not able to do nothing, and it's not even your fault, which is more of a sad kind of vibe. And I recently just bought my first motorcycle, so I'm still learning all of this stuff. And in my opinion, and from my personal experience, I've seen just driving around in my neighborhood, a lot of people really don't pay attention, and you really have to watch out for everybody else. That's one of the biggest things I've seen so far. And how can we just do this, and how it's just another ride? Once you get used to driving, once you get used to being around in these situations that it puts you in, it's just another ride. Basically, what I'm saying is, as easy as it is to get in your car and go to the store, you can do the same thing on a bike once you get used to it. And it's more cost efficient to drive your bike around. It's just the cargo space is a little iffy. But, you know, you gotta make yourself noticed at all times when you're driving the bike around. Make sure people know you're there, even if it's just a little rev, which might be a little inconvenience and annoying to some other people. But, you know, in the end of the day, it might save your life because you might be in their blind spot. And really just have fun with it. You know, it's freeing, it's an adrenaline rush for people that are just starting, or people that need a little boost in their life. That's basically the whole premise of it. And you gotta do it safe, and you can mix it with a little bit of fun, then you're gonna have a really good ride.